We start off with the latest coming in from Afghanistan. Crucial developments. Taliban terrorists have now entered the outskirts of the capital, Kabul. As the threat to Kabul is growing with each passing minute, the Taliban spokesperson has said that the Taliban terrorists have been instructed to stay at the gates of Kabul and not enter the capital. Although some residents reported the terrorists had peacefully entered some outer suburbs, this comes hardly hours after the terrorists took over another provincial capital, Medan Sheher city. This is just 50 kilometers or 30 miles away from Kabul. Late last night, there was a power blackout in Kabul city, followed by helicopters movement believed to be of evacuating missions. Panic-struck residents in Kabul are forced to withdraw their savings. Hundreds of people formed long lines outside banks. Some bank branches appear to have already run out of cash. Kabul residents will be at the receiving end of the Taliban violence, along with the tens of thousands who have sought refuge in Kabul in recent weeks. After the Taliban terrorists captured the crucial Medan Sheher city, which is just about 50 kilometers, that's 30 miles away from the capital, Kabul. In the latest that's coming in, the Taliban terrorists have now entered the outskirts of Kabul. As the threat to the capital city is increasing with each passing hour, the Taliban spokesperson in the latest has said that the Taliban terrorists have been instructed to stay at the gates of Kabul and not enter the city as of now. Let's also tell you that late last night there was a power blackout in Kabul city. There was also helicopters movement, choppers that could be heard hovering over those believed to be evacuating missions. Remember, as of now, as the tensions have been escalating on the ground, the panic-struck residents have also been forced to withdraw their savings. But as of now, as per the latest reports we are getting in, the Taliban terrorists have been instructed to stay at the gates of Kabul and not enter the capital city. We are awaiting further details from our correspondent Anas Malik, who has been in Afghanistan. As of now, the Taliban saying there are no plans to take Kabul by force. They have reached the gates of Kabul. They are right at the doorstep of the capital city of Afghanistan, which is a sign of further flare-up in tensions, and with the fate of those Afghans in the capital hanging in the balance. As of now, the Taliban saying that there are no plans to take the capital by force. In the latest, the Taliban terrorists have entered the outskirts of Kabul. We are awaiting further details from our correspondent on the ground. Anas Malik has been traveling across Afghanistan over the past few weeks, getting us ground reports. He is stationed in Kabul as of now and will be joining us shortly to give us a better sense of where things stand at the moment and the situation on the ground. Kabul in the eye of that storm with the Taliban terrorists inching closer. They have now reached the gates of Kabul, but at the same time, the Taliban terrorists have been instructed to not enter Kabul. They've said that they will not be taking the capital city by force after they have reached the doorstep of Kabul. This is right after they captured Medan Sheher city, after the Taliban offensive surged ahead, lightning speed when it comes to the Taliban taking further territory on the ground. The worst fears have come to life, with the Taliban terrorists now reaching the gates of the capital city itself. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.